Alright everyone, and welcome back to our MotoGP 15 career, and also Happy New Year. We're starting off 2016 with episode 16 of the series then, and we're at round 15 of the season, Japan, not round 18, because the thing at the top left is even more messed up after I did a test at Aragon after this, and I actually failed it, because as you may have been able to tell from the previous episode, not very good at Aragon. So yeah, you may remember, it was a few weeks ago now, we crashed on the last lap twice I think, and we missed out on the points, but yeah, here at Motegi then, the Japanese Grand Prix, and yeah, here we are then in the motorhome, getting ready to go to our first session now then, and yeah, here's qualifying.
Hello from Japan. We're coming to you live from Twin Ring Motegi. Only a few minutes to go before we see the first bikes take to the track for the start of the qualifying session. It doesn't look like the weather will cause us any problems at all. The latest reports we've received indicate clear skies for the duration of the session.
So yeah, here we are then at Motegi, and here we are on our qualifying lap then, and our first one that is, and across line we're going to come then, and not too great this first one, it's 2 seconds off 6th place, not everyone had set time at this point though, and yeah, not too bad though for an initial run, and a few laps later actually got a good run here then on Danilo and Motegi then, so got a good slipstream to the line. That helped our time quite a bit as we went up to 2 minute dead there, and less than a second off the pace then into turn 1 we go for the pass, and we get it all wrong then, we wipe out Danilo there, and then later on in the session then we don't improve on our time there, we set a decent time, then Danny Kent out of the pits just completely wiped us out there. I don't know what he was doing, but he still managed to take pole position then with that lap of his then, a 59 dead. We can improve on our time eventually, and we end up in 10th place then, so not too bad then, and yeah, can still get a decent result from there, and we're now going to go to the race.
Hello and welcome to our coverage of the Japanese Grand Prix. The images you are seeing are coming to you live from the Motegi circuit, where the 15th Moto3 race of the year is about to begin. As you can tell from the live pictures we're bringing you, it's going to be fine weather for the race.
So here we are then on the grid, and Honda's home race and their home track, and it's looking like Honda could well win the race here today then with Danny Kent. There we are then in 10th place, not too bad for us there. Still not where we want to be because Oliveira's right up there on his KTM, so we want to be catching up to him ideally, but yeah, here we are then on the grid now then, and the lights coming on now then. And away we go in Motegi, and we get not too bad of a launch as Haneker just rides straight into the side of his head, and never mind his Binder, never mind his Toyota's Haneker up ahead there. So we're going to go to the inside then, actually quite daring there on the brakes, and yeah, getting alongside Masby here then, up into 8th place. In fact we got a good run on Vasquez as well then, so may get a few more places here then, as we can see it is pretty close still then. We're in the slipstream of Antonelli it looks like there, but yeah, we couldn't get at the inside, and you really need to be on the inside to make any places. We've run quite wide there then, Masby's going to go back through, Binder quite close there as well behind, and yeah, down the back straight then, and Masbu is just ahead of us now then, but there's a little bit of a gap forming already to the top 7, so we want to get past it as quickly as possible here then, and up the inside we go. Not quite close enough there then to make the move, and we actually run ourselves out a little bit wide there, almost allowed Brad Binder back through, but we've maintained the place now then, and we've gained the place from where we started, so that's not too bad. We just decide to mow the lawn there, and yeah, following the chase, well, the leading pack up this hill, very tight there again, once again into that corner, and yeah, I'm glad I didn't use the penalty time because I would probably be accumulating quite a lot at this point. As we do get a good run now on Alexi Masby and up into 8th place, and a nice move there, then we can get to work now then, trying to catch some of these front group then, or some of the people in this front group, and yeah, looks like the front 3 already have a little bit of a gap to the sort of 4th to 7th, but we have a chance here of catching them back up as Masby actually gives us a little bit of a nudge there, and we go a little onto the grass once again. Now we're going down the other pit straight, not the one that they use for MotoGP, and we're going to cover the inside line, and hopefully Masby won't be able to go on the outside, but we actually were quite cautious on the brakes there, and Masby goes around the outside. Binder and Haneker both force their way through, and we've got Bastianini yeah, almost having a look at us there then. So we head down to the final couple of corners. Bastianini pushing us out wide a little bit then. Oh, we've got the braking all wrong there, and just completely wiped out Carol Haneker. Completely the innocent party there. And wow, that was a massive noob moment for us there. We're down 16th place. I probably should have used a flashback there. I don't know why I didn't. I think it's really because I only ever use it when I myself crashed, but I really should have used it there because that cost me loads of time and it was really a completely stupid move there. As I just got the braking all wrong and just completely like T-boned him into the final corner. I mean, I don't know what I was doing there. I mean, I like to think of myself as a clean racer, but that was just horrifically bad. I'm not as clean on MotoGP as I am on F1, I don't think, even though, yeah, I was caught from plenty of incidents in the F1 league last year, but, you know, enough of that. Just saying, not all of them were my fault, but never mind. Yeah, here we are then, in MotoGP, not F1, not any league races, and yeah, we need to get back in this points because for the third race in a row, we're finding ourselves here looking at quite a lacklustre result because Misano didn't really go to plan for us. Even though we were flying over some good points, we sort of fell to the back of the group right on the last lap, which was really frustrating, and I didn't even realise at the time it was the last lap, and I thought, oh, that's right, I've got time to fight back, and then it was just nope, that's the end of the race there then. And in Aragon, that was just a whole disaster. Qualifying went wrong for me completely because, yeah, just conditions weren't looking too great, and also Aragon's always a track I struggle with on these games. And then it looked like it was going to go right, it looked like we were going to pick up a few points, and then just 2 crashes on the last lap. And, you know, the annoying thing was that it sort of gave us hope. It looked like we may be able to nick 15th at the end, and then we just binned it again with 2 corners to go, so that was kind of frustrating. But we've got to make up for that today then, here in Motegi. And yeah, this is the 4th lap round of the season, and so we're really sort of running out of time to make a good impact on the rest of this season and see where we'll end up next year then. And certainly plan on going up to Moto 2 anyway, because yeah, I think sort of Moto 3, I think we've pretty much got it covered really. Like, I don't see the point in wasting another season in it, but yeah, well, I'm pretty sure we'll be going up to Moto 2 next season. And I'm interested to see what people think of this, because I'm thinking maybe doing 2 seasons in Moto 2, because I'm not sure how quickly I'll get up to speed with that. Because I think it may be good to like have 1 season in Moto 2 where we get up to grips and then go for another one where we maybe push for the title. Or not, because I know most people just go straight from Moto 3 to Moto 2 to MotoGP like season by season. I'm pretty sure that's how most people do their career series, that I know of anyway. I don't follow very many other MotoGP series. Well, I don't actually follow any. So there we go. And yeah, I don't know how people react to that. I guess probably not great. I think probably most people would want to see, as soon as we go to have done 1 season of Moto 2, probably to go straight to MotoGP. So yeah, that'll be fair enough, I think, because yeah, we don't want to go on too long as we crashed there then, so well, at least we did have that rewind saved. But you know, if we hadn't been fighting to catch up, we may not even have needed that flashback there, because we wouldn't have probably crashed there. But you know, there's no point in dwelling on that now, and I guess we just sort of have to get on with it. We actually did that second one much better the second time around there then. So yeah, we're going to actually catch right up to Locatelli and Bagnaia now then. And almost have a look at Bagnaia then to the, no idea what corner number that is. The first, second, fourth, fifth, 7th to last corner, wherever it is. They're just having a quick glance at the map. As Bagnaia goes up the inside of Locatelli then, and he looks like he's through then up into 14th place, as confirmed by the little graphic on the bottom left of the screen there for a second. We have 4 tenths down as Locatelli's having a look at Bagnaia once again then, in this epic battle for 14th place in between the 2 Italians then, and we've got another quarter Italian joining them behind as yeah, into this downhill right hand we go, one that I can never get the braking right for. That's why we got compromised so much on the first lap there. Hopefully we won't wipe anyone out this time round, because we are certainly within striking range, I guess you could say, but luckily we managed to get our braking right this time. There's Quattro's actually leading the race centre stage, not Danny Kent for once. And we're in the switch between Locatelli and Bagnaia then. Can we look at the inside of him into turn 1? I sort of remember what we did Danilo and Mansi in qualifying, so yeah, a little bit more cautious that time around then, but we do get a good run out of the corner though, and we should have a good chance here towards turn 2, but once again we find ourselves on the outside there. I really should have just lunged for it at the inside probably, because not much to lose at this stage, and yeah, it was never going to work for us running outside then unless we like massively outbrake them and still managed to make the corner. So yeah, that wasn't probably the best idea to go to the outside. Probably should have just tried to get an even tighter line than Bagnaia had there then, as he's getting inside once again then Locatelli, and it looks like he's back through, is he? Just about. Locatelli saying trying to fight back there then as they go under the bridge now then, and Yeah, this is a part of the track where I think we do gain a little bit of time on them as we're just running wide all over the place again. I think it's this little series of corners here that we do sort of gain on them when we don't mess it up. And yeah, we certainly do seem to be gaining quite a little bit of time back to them there then. And yeah, should have a little look to them probably into this left hand here then, and certainly get a good run into the tight hairpin at the sort of the top of this hill. Is it a hill? I'm not really even sure, but I sort of guess it is because the next corner after that sort of is downhill. As we're going to lunge at the inside of both of them then, and can we make it stick? Well, almost do. Bagnaia gets back through, but we managed to maintain the place over Locatelli then, who I think went from 14th to 16th in that little move there then. We've got literally now then on Bagnaia down the straight, and let's see if we can get the braking right this time into this right-hander. We can never seem to time it just right, but Bagnaia is braking very late, as is Locatelli, though both pushes out wide there then. We do get cover on the exit then, back up to 14th place. And yeah, there we go then, just over a lap to go then. Once again, the race has flown by for us, as out of the final corner we're going to come now then. I was having quite a few problems with that corner in qualifying as well, actually, just getting on the throttle too early and just lining up the rear end and just having massive height sides every time. And yeah, into turn 1 we get on the final lap. Locatelli and Bagnaia dive up the inside there then. Very aggressive from the two of them then. But although I guess we kind of deserve it for some of the noobish riding we've done in this episode today. Although I sort of think it's been sort of 70-30 maybe, because I don't think we've been entirely in the wrong. Silly thinking back to Danny Kent's move there on us in qualifying, and also some of the dive bombs they've gone for so far in the race today, as Silvami Carradines crashed from 31st place. I believe it's not his home race next, never mind, because it's Phillip Island after this. But yeah, sending again to Malaysia in a couple of races time. Looking forward to that one then, as we're right into this flyaway part of the season now. Then there's Fanati's there right behind as well. In fact, no, it isn't. It's Andre Minya then, his teammate. So I think Fanati may be ahead of us then, because yeah, he's usually ahead of Minya in this then. And yeah, through a series of left and right handers then, and we should hopefully catch back up to them, because we certainly have on the last couple of laps, and hopefully we can make the move stick then into these final few corners this time. And we're going to look to the inside, are we? Not quite. We sort of got the back tyre off the ground a little bit there, so it kind of messed up our braking a little bit, but we should still have a decent run then towards this hairpin, and maybe on the downhill right hander near the end of the lap. We lunged throughout the inside. Oh, we wiped out Bagnaia, it seemed there then. He sort of got wedged between both us and Locatelli there. We've cost him a bit of time as well. He's been pushed back a bit, and well, he's done 15th actually. Thought he lost more places there, but no, it is him there in 15th place, and more noobish driving from us then, although he did push past us into this corner on the previous lap, and also on the first corner of the final lap. So I mean, yeah, you know, sort of we've all been dishing out a little bit too badly in this one. I think really the only innocent victim has been Karel Hanneke really. But yeah, rather average race from us again then. We're going to come across the line then, and it's only going to be 14th place for us then, after quite an eventful race then. As what on earth is going on there? We wheelied over the line, and then he's ended up flying over the handlebars. I don't even know. But Danny Kent takes the win, and it's a Honda 1-2 then at Honda's home circuit then. And looking further down, there we are then in 14th place, and Fanati actually had a very good race there on the KTM, so yeah, that's not very encouraging for us there. Oliveira was right there as well on his KTM, I believe he was third. So yeah, not too great for us then, once again being outshined by a few of the KTMs in the field, as Danny Kent now has a 56 point lead with only 75 still to play for then. So Oliveira is out of it now then, and Kent could wrap up the title next time out in Phillip Island. And there we are then in 11th place. Still, I think we have a chance at taking 10th place. It's going to be quite difficult there with only 3 rounds to go, but I believe we can do it if we do get a few good results in these final 3 rounds. And onto Constructors then, I believe Honda have now sealed the Constructors then at their home circuit, so well done to them then. And you know, at least one Honda is competitive in motorsport at the moment. But yeah, that rounds up today's episode then. If you did enjoy it, then a like would be appreciated, and if you've got any comments with any feedback, then I appreciate that as well. Hope you enjoyed this first video of 2016, and I'll see you next time for Phillip Island. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.